Quote, "It's been thorough," end quote, said court monitor Bradley Clem as he presented his closing arguments in federal court today. Clem is referring to 3 status hearings held over the last 2 weeks to get a better understanding of what's happening at the Department of Corrections relative to coming into compliance with a settlement agreement with the federal government back in 1991. The agreement requires, among other things, that the territory of Guam develop a plan for the prison to provide adequate access to medical, mental, and dental health care. As of today, Clem admits access to health care is, quote, "not the level it was," end quote, when the prison had clinical psychologist Dr. Andrea Lighthouser on staff. In February, her contract expired, leaving prison medical director Dr. Raj Assad to refer anyone in need of mental health care straight to the Guam Behavioral Health and Wellness Center. With the problems piling up at the prison, Clem admits he fears Dr. Saad will call it quits if, quote, "they don't clean up their act," end quote. Looking ahead, Clem stated the last few status hearings were invaluable to moving forward because recent testimony does in fact show, quote, "DOC appears to take serious steps to coming into compliance," end quote. On the line to make his closing arguments was Department of Justice Attorney Jeff Murray. Murray agreed that the recent status hearings and testimonies make it clear problems with respect to access to care remain. Murray suspects a lot of the progress between the feds and local government came to a stop when, quote, "communication stifled since December 2013 because GovGuam executed executive privilege," end quote. Murray is referring to a binder which encloses operational recommendations compiled by Dr. Saad and Dr. Lighthouser at the request of Director St. Augustine. During recent status hearings, it became evident St. Augustine instructed the doctors not to share the information within the binder, which was eventually accepted by the court as evidence under seal. Last up for closing arguments was Assistant Attorney General Donna Lawrence on behalf of GovGuam, where she assured the court that GovGuam is ready to move forward and will support Dr. Saad. Lawrence stated GovGuam will be putting together a policy review team to assist with a plan to bring the government into compliance, while continuing aggressive efforts to recruit medical staff, including a part-time doctor to assist Dr. Saad. In addition, GovGuam will invite U.S. Department of Justice officials to Guam in the fall to see firsthand operations at DepCor. Following today's proceedings, Chief Judge Francis Tidinko Gatewood called for a status hearing on September 3rd. A joint report from all parties is also due on this date. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.